guys, today I actually wanted to talk to you about Eileen. If you don't know who she is, she's actually a character from Craig of the Creek. Now let's just get started already. So who's Eileen? Eileen's actually a sewer queen, which was called by the Creek Kids. She's a Filipino American and is the leader of the sewer kids. She basically hangs out in the sewers. So eventually, her relatives are an unnamed father, Roy is her mother, Crystal is her older sister, Lola is her grandmother. Now, eventually you saw this episode where they talk about the Filipino culture. Now, eventually, it's not here. So Lola is actually the sewer queen's grandmother. She appears in the Silk or Silk team. Sorry for my pronunciation. It translates to grandmother and her name's unknown. So eventually, in Filipino culture, you got to do the bless, according to Eileen right here in the video. So eventually, she came from the family of Filipino immigrants. It was released in After School Snackdown. She ever mentions her mother going back home to the Philippines. In the swim or swim team, it's revealed that her family comes from Cebu, which is actually located in the Visayas region of the Philippines. Her grandmother is only able to speak in Cebuano. Eileen doesn't know how to speak the language very well, but she understands and makes conversations with her grandmother. It's a trait for many children of immigrants. So eventually, what I was going to say about Eileen is that she's actually a Southeast Asian person, but she's actually not the only one who is actually a Southeast Asian. Now, there's actually another character who's from Southeast Asia as well, an Indonesian character, which I actually forgot. So, if you go into the episode After School Snackdown, apparently Eileen actually just tries to make the character some food. Now this is actually a food, and this is actually a thing I've been searching out. So eventually, when Eileen puts like the pandesal, spreads it on peanut butter with a gummy fish, the characters apparently just had the feeling that the food definitely tastes good, you know? I mean, I haven't tried pandesal before, and one day I'm able to visit my friend. If I just pass all my grades first, maybe I'll just go there during Christmas to see my friends. Maybe I won't. Depends, you know, like sometimes. Now, eventually, some cities in this country is not safe. So I want everyone to be very, very careful. Now, I checked it out and say this is Zamboanga and another great country is very dangerous. This is actually due to the drug addicts, kind of terrorism. So I suggest everyone don't go there. But if it's actually like the Manila religion, it's okay, just as long as you're like very, very careful. Because you know, I've actually been planning to go to the Philippines one day. You know, I've been planning to see my friend, including some of you guys on Instagram, some, you know, like that. So I can just meet face to face, you know, like that. So it just works that way. So actually, what is a pandesal? A pandesal is actually a Filipino bread. It's a Filipino bread which is made of flour, yeast, sugar, oil, and salt. It's actually filled with ube, cheese, strawberry cream cheese, red velvet, mango, chocolate. Now, we do not have the pandesal in Malaysia, but when you go see these kinds of Filipino restaurant chains such as Goldilocks, etc. You can apparently do see these kinds of pandesals in here. In Malaysia, I don't know if we have pandesals, but apparently these actually like kind of taste in the bakery does have, you know. There's actually pandesals in Malaysia, you know, but there's actually like a few Filipino restaurants in our state as well. I haven't just tried Filipino food, but I know some Filipino food. I know some Filipino restaurants such as Jollibee, you know, like that. I have a little bit of the knowledge. Okay. Alright. So you've been wondering, isn't there like anything like called that kind of food like that? There's also another episode where Eileen takes Craig to see her grandmother, and that episode's from Sink or Swim. All right, okay. Sorry about that. In Sink or Swim Team is actually a season 4, episode 4 episode. It's actually been released this year. So eventually, what I was gonna say is that this is like various Filipino media that is in the frontline Philippines. Numerous of customs are actually displayed in the episodes. So eventually, I'm gonna read this one out to you, okay? Hamango is actually a respect to others. One bows and presses the forehead on the elder's hand. Now, the song is actually a custom followed when cooking rice, rinsing the rice, measuring the rices with a fingers, and serving right after cooking to ensure the rice is hot and nice. Eileen's family eats tortang talog. It's actually known as an eggplant omelette. Sinigang na isda, fish soup, and lumpia, spring roll. Now, I actually tried lumpia before. I actually tried the Filipino lumpia before. It was so delicious, actually. I only tried that one. It was so damn good. Even in the school, one time a teacher gave it to me and it was so good, you know. Like, I just wanted to like try some Filipino food, you know. Now, eventually, we do have like sinigang. Sinigang is actually like a Filipino sour and savory soup. It's made with fish, vegetables, sometimes pork, chicken, or even beef, you know. So it's actually a soup which is actually with tamarind as well. It is basically served with rice, and apparently it serves with milkfish as well. So there are actually variations in this country. So beyond the Philippines, we actually have one. So eventually, this is another one. In Malaysia, we also have beef sinigang as well. So apparently the common ingredients are the same, but there actually is asam goreng, which is actually a rainforest tree as well. Either bumbu or tempoyak would sometimes be used to flavor the dish, and sometimes an add of turmeric would be here. It's similar to like the soup right here is called like inasang, you know. Okay, wooden utensils actually appear on the room decorations as well. And then lotus sign and sibuyo actually follows this. Maro ra na sila suna na salida. They'll be fine next episode. Guapo, oh, imong boyfriend. He's handsome. Is he your boyfriend? Ha na usaka? Ha? What's up with him? Buyang nami ni na Korea. The story's crazy. Kamo tuan na tuloy. Doi ling. You all taught how to swim? Unsa? Kaneng bata. Dili saya. Gusto malunggay. What? The kid never wanted to swim? Mayo dio ki dangan hang amigo easy barista sa ballet. It's so nice that Eileen has a lot of cool friends to live in the house. So Chili Whip is actually a parody of Cool Whip, which is actually like a dessert kind of thing. But anyways, I think that's all for now, and let's wrap up the episode with saying this is actually an episode which is part of the independence of the Philippines. Even though I'm not Filipino myself, I'm sorry. Even my friends from the Philippines, like the Hell Fanboy 2004 or Michael Sally, is from the Philippines. He apparently knows like a lot of like Filipino culture. So one day I'll just ask him, like that. Well, eventually, to wrap this one up, I just wanted to say this. Happy Independence Day to the Philippines as well, including my friend, the Hell Fanboy 2004. And I hope every one of you have a great weekend, okay? Even if it's Sunday, I want everyone to enjoy their weekend with no negative stress. But anyways, I think that's all for now. And this is me, signing off.